Good morning, everyone. In here, out there. Welcome to the Temple of the Living God here in St. Petersburg, Florida. How's everyone doing? I like that energy. Keep that up because we're going to need it soon. To start the service off, I'd like Carol to introduce our song.
This is a song called Spirit's Calling You. And I want you to really listen to the words because I'm going to be talking next Sunday and I'm going to be referring to this song. So listen up, listen to the words, sing along.
Wink, wink.
And let's go.
All right, let's do it. That you can find, and you're looking out with eyes so satisfied. Say, look, 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 look what I have done. Look, 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 look what I've become. I am more than this. I am more than this. I am more than this. Come to me. Here we go, y'all.
Spirit's calling you.
Calling you, calling you. Come, come.
Spirit's calling you.
Calling you, calling you.
Spirit's calling you.
When the time has come to move to that place so high, and you're feeling like the ones you'll leave behind, say, look, look, look what I leave behind. Where is my peace of mind? And the Spirit says, I am more than this. I am more than this. I am more than this. Come to me.
Spirit's calling you.
Calling you, calling you.
Spirit's calling you.
Come, come.
Spirit's calling you.
Calling you, calling you.
Spirit's calling you.
Come, come.
Imagine the sound of the ocean.
I am more than this.
The birds in flight.
I am more than this.
The loss of a loved one.
I am more than this.
A heart so broken.
I am more than this.
A newborn baby.
I am more than this.
The pain of the body.
I am more than this.
People when they're sad.
God is more than this, so much more than this. God is more than this, so much more. God is more than this, so much more than this. God is more than this, so much more. Here we go.
Spirit's calling you.
Calling you, calling you.
Spirit's calling you.
Come, come.
Spirit's calling you.
Calling you, calling you.
Spirit's calling you.
Come, come.
Imagine the sound of the ocean.
I am more than this.
The birds in flight.
I am more than this.
The loss of a loved one.
I am more than this.
A heart so broken.
I am more than this.
A newborn baby.
I am more than this.
The pain of the body.
I am more than this.
People when they're happy. People when they're sad.
Everybody.
God is more than this.
So much more than this. God is more than this. So much more. God is more than this. So much more than this. God is more than this, so much more. Sing it out, y'all.
Spirit's calling you.
Calling you, calling you.
Spirit's calling you.
Come, come.
Spirit's calling you.
Calling you, calling you.
Spirit's calling you.
Come, come.
Nice job. Yeah.
Yeah, guys. Now go back and...
Today we are pleased to have Jeremy McDonald back with us. He's going to be speaking on the topic spiritual freedom. And today I have a reading from Daily Word I'd like to share. I am grateful to be free in God. If I have struggled for release from oppressive circumstances, if I have wished for relief from burdens or freedom from limitations, it's likely I felt frustrated and oppressed. It's when I realize and claim my spiritual freedom that I loosen the tight grip of my worldly situations. In God, I am free. At the level of spirit, nothing binds me. As a divine being, I am in the world, but I am not of the world. As I carry this awareness with me, I feel newly serene. I choose to meet life from my spiritual center, empowering myself with affirmative thoughts and a positive attitude. This is the key to my freedom. And nothing or anyone can take it away from me. My worldly situations may not have changed, but I have. From this place of empowerment, I am certainly free. And Psalm 119:45 says, I shall walk at liberty, for I have sought your precepts. And so it is. And now we'll be entertained by the talented Carol and the Goodfellows.
Let's do this. This is a great song. It's called Glory. It's a song that came from the movie Selma when that movie came out. We've rewritten the lyrics a little bit just to kind of encapsulate things that are happening today as well. But it's a wonderful song. Please listen to the words. Thanks.
One day, when the glory comes, it will be ours. It will be ours. Oh, one day, when the war is won, we will be sure. We will be sure. Oh, glory,
Glory, glory,
glory.
hands to the heavens, no man, no weapon formed against. Yes, glory is destined. Everyday women and men become legends. Sins that go against our skin become blessings. The movement is a rhythm to us. Freedom is like religion to us. Justice is juxtaposition in us. Justice for all just ain't specific enough. One son died, his spirit is revisiting us. Truant living in us. Resistance is us. That's why Rosa Parks sat on the bus. That's why we walk through these city streets with our hands up. When it goes down, we woman and man up. They say stay down, and we stand up. Shots, we on the ground. The camera panned up. King pointed to the mountaintop, and we ran up.
One day, when the glory comes, it will be ours. It will be ours. Oh, one day, when the war is won, we will be sure. We will be sure. Oh, glory,
Glory, glory,
oh,
glory, glory.
now the war is not over.
equality now for every man, woman, and child. Even Jesus got his crown in front of a crowd. They marched with the torch, gonna run with it now. Never look back, we done gone hundreds of miles. From dark closets, they rose, the heroes and she rose, facing laws of injustice and LGBTQ woes. Apathy is lethal, trans people are still people. You use a fake gay wedding cake to make exclusion lethal. The biggest question is to stay peaceful. We sing, our music is the cuts that we bleed through. Somewhere in the dream we had an epiphany. Now we right the wrongs in history. No one can win the war individually. It takes the wisdom of the elders and young people's energy. Welcome to the story we call victory. The coming of the Lord, my eyes have seen the glory.
One day, when the glory comes, it will be ours. It will be ours. Oh, one day, when the war is won, we will be sure. We will be sure. Oh, glory,
Glory, glory, glory, glory, glory, glory,
Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Wow, you guys were more energetic earlier. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Maybe it was just because, I've never seen Daniel rap before. So, but next time I see him out, I'm going to ask him to rap for me at the next Pride Parade or something. Him and Jay Maya. Yeah. So. Well, welcome everybody, and I'm so glad to be here. It's been a while since I've been at the Temple of the Living God. I'm excited about the subject I'm going to be talking to you about, because when I speak, it's actually things I've gone through in my life, and I've practiced what I'm speaking to you about. So the things that I know work. So let's just go on a little journey for about 20 minutes. I would like everybody just to put their hands out like this in fists. We're going to do a little exercise, and I want you to close your eyes. And on your left fist, I want you to imagine there is a bucket in that hand. And in that bucket, somebody's pouring water in it. And they continue to pour water in it, and it gets heavier and heavier and heavier. They just continue to pour that water in it, and it gets heavier and heavier and heavier. Then in your right hand, I want you to visualize and feel 100 balloons. And that's getting lighter and lighter. But somebody's still pouring water in that left bucket, and that left hand is getting heavier and heavier. All right, now drop the bucket and let go of the balloons. Pay attention to how it feels in your body. Okay, everybody feel the lightening in your body, the freedom that just happened. Okay, so one of the reasons why I like this exercise is it does several things. You can put your hands down. So, two things. In 2020, I started paying attention because I really, one of the things I do in my meditation every day is I pay attention to where my energy is at. That's where my emotions are at, what I'm thinking about, the chaos that's going on in my mind. Everybody recognize the two different voices we got going on in our head sometimes? The jerk, and then the peaceful one. Everybody know what I'm talking about? The one that when you're walking down the mall, what was she doing wearing that? And they're like, stop it. Get in the back seat. So, but this is what I noticed in 2020. There was this ping pong effect of energy because we love the people that we're around. Am I correct? And then we're on social media, we're watching the news, we got all this stuff going on. There's this ping pong of energy. And you feel light in one set because people align with you. But then there's people that you love over here that don't always align with you, but you still love them. Everybody know what I'm talking about? Yeah. Okay, so one of the things spiritual freedom teaches us, like she was saying earlier, is we are in the world, but we are not of the world. Now, the church I was raised in, the spiritual leader that ran that church used to teach us that all the time. But it took me a long time until I really studied quantum physics to understand what that means. You are the observer of the world around you. But being detached and being the observer doesn't mean you don't act on things and move and do things in the world. It means you flow into it and you allow your soul to guide you. But what happens is that inner struggle inside of you is constantly stressing about, am I doing the right thing? Am I doing the wrong thing? Am I doing the right thing? Am I doing the wrong thing? Am I doing the right thing? So you're in this, what is called, in coaching, we call that cross-purposing. It means you're trying to go forward, but you're literally trying to, there's something in you that's trying to pull you left too. Okay, everybody know where I'm talking about with that? Yeah. Okay, so in this bucket, you probably felt a heaviness. Did everybody feel that in the bucket? And then you felt a lightness here. So you've kind of felt the tug-pull of that energy within yourself. Am I correct? Then when you let it go, you felt a rush of freedom. Because what happens is this body, this temple, is your epicenter of your existence in this lifetime. So what I want to do is I want to do another exercise to kind of give us a sense of freedom. But everybody's familiar with the chakras, am I correct? Okay? All right, so what I want everybody to do is close their eyes. And all you have to do is when I go down to a chakra, all you have to do is say yes to the energy and the download from Spirit. Everybody understand? Okay, so I want everybody just take a deep breath in and exhale out. Would everybody in this room like to get understanding of what it's like to have clear connection to Source? Yes. Okay, so if you have clear connection to Source, your crown chakra opens up and you are allowing the energy of the divine and being connected to Source to flow into your crown chakra, and it opens up and it's free. Would everybody like to understand and know what it's like from Creator's perspective, what clear vision is? Okay, so as you do that and you say yes, you release and you open up your third eye and it opens up and it is free and it's swirling and it's there looking and observing the world around you. Would everybody like to understand what, from Creator's perspective, what it feels like and to know what it, to have clear empowerment and clear speaking? Yes. Okay, as you do that, the energy of your throat opens up to its divine place and spins and allows you to be in flow, to speak your truth, to know when to speak your truth, and understand with clarity because you have clear vision from the third eye and you are connected to Source. Would everybody like to understand what it's, from Creator's perspective, what it is like to feel and the divine feeling, agape feeling? Yes. As you do that, your heart opens up and you start spinning and opening up. And now you have clear feeling from the divine perspective. Would everybody in this room like to know what it's like from Creator's perspective to have clear connection to all that is around you? And as you do that, the solar plexus opens up. And you feel that come into that divine opening. Would everybody in this room like to know what it feels like to have a clear bliss from divine perspective for intimacy and connection on that intimate level? Would everybody like to have that? Yes. All right, so the sacral chakra opens up, or as I like to call the belly button chakra. And then it opens up and you get clear perspective on that energy, and it opens up and it starts spinning. Would everybody like to understand in this room from a Creator's perspective what it feels like to be grounded and have a full experience in this earth? Yes. As you do that, the root chakra, or as my teacher taught me, the pee-pee chakra, opens up and it starts to ground you, and you feel the energy of your spirit pull into your body, but in balance. And you feel that energy open up. Does everybody feel that? You can all open your eyes. So all you have to do in the morning, as I say, you can say, I want clear connection, clear vision, clear empowerment, clear feeling, clear connection, and so on, so that you, by the way, Everybody gets upset. Well, do I have the words right? Stop worrying about that. Stop worrying so much about that, because that's the stinking thinking, as they say, right? So where clear spiritual freedom comes from is when you are in balance in your energy system. Each one of these chakras is a lesson, an opportunity. So if you're too far in the future and you're worrying about and stressing about how things are going to happen because you're still stuck in the past, one of your chakras could be off. And it could be off because you had your heart broken a long time ago and you're afraid to speak up because when you were younger, you were told children were to be seen and not what? Heard. It could have been because literally I just talked to another healer the other day, and they said they had a client that was afraid of flying, and all it had to do with is their father was a pilot for an airline, and he said something to her at a very early age that hurt her feelings, and she'd held on to that into her 50s. So every time her husband went to surprise her with a trip to Hawaii, and she was in a panic. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm terrified of flying. So when she found out that and she resolved that and healed that and let it go, she had no problems. But every other time she'd have a panic attack on a plane. So these are the things that happen within us that our mind gets too trapped back and forth. And so our energy system, it's interesting. Sometimes I'll do healing on people and I'll literally see their energy almost like a pregnant belly going out this way sometimes, or you'll see it like this out the head. And it's because their energy is pulled out because of some kind of trauma or something that's happened in their past. So we are literally stuck. Psychologists say that we're stuck in the trauma and we haven't fully developed because we're sitting there in what's called I like to call a Fritzy loop. It loops and loops and loops and loops until you finally look at it. But are you always going to understand it? No. What happens is the triggers in this world, all the things that are happening in this world that trigger you, that's a blessing. Why? Because it gives you the opportunity to look. So in the metaphysical community, we like to use this word called dis-ease. Everybody know what I'm talking about for disease? But there is a negative connotation that's gone on disease or sickness. The way I look at it now is that sickness and disease is a wonderful opportunity for you to look. It's your body saying, hey, something's wrong. Hey, we're out of alignment. It's time for me to look. So spiritual freedom comes from the world, and the universe is always talking to you. This temple is always talking to you. So that's leading me up into exactly about a month ago, I went into the hospital for 23 hours. Okay. So why I'm telling you that story is I'm busy. I'm supposed to be speaking at a church in Orlando, and the pastor of that church, his name is Annette Brown. So I'm emailing Annette Mason saying, I won't be able to come because I'm in the hospital, all that kind of stuff. Well, they diagnosed me with type 2 diabetes. But the doctor flat out said, no, it's not a no-no, it's a blessing. You want to know why? Because the doctor said to me, they initially admitted me because they weren't sure if I was having a heart attack because of things that were going on with my blood pressure and all that other kind of stuff. But you cannot do anything without having a baseline. Even in energy healing, you have to have an understanding. And I don't care how gifted of a healer you are, there is something, a lesson that you have to work through, an opportunity for you to work through in your energy, because we all have it. We all have thousands of lives that we've lived. My teacher, Reka, many years ago, I said, how many lives have we had? I was told 20. She was like, thousands. Thousands of lives. She goes, why do you even need to put a number on it? So we've had all these experiences within your consciousness. So what ends up happening is diabetes means life is not sweet enough. So I had to look at my life and ask myself, where is life not sweet enough? Well, I'd started another aspect of my business a year ago. I was super excited about it. It's making money, and I'm able to connect with people. All my dreams are happening. Why would life not be sweet enough? Because there was a part of my energy, not even conscious, subconscious, that was so far in the future and not focused in on what was going on here. I wasn't in the now of the moment. I thought I was. But these are the things, is that this is not a journey about who's the guru or who's right. This is a journey for all of us to share together so that we can all grow together. And then I remembered a friend of mine, we were out at a happy hour, and he told me something, and I knew it was Spirit speaking through him. It wasn't a nice thing, but it was something I needed to hear. And then I realized that Spirit talks through each one of you, all of us, at any point in time, and we are the dynamics because we are all what? One. So when somebody gives spiritual freedom, is that being the observer, it means you literally flow through it. How many healers do I have in the room? Everybody would have raised their hand, by the way. Have you ever had an experience where you're doing healing and your hands just start moving? And you're like, what? What's moving my hands? Because there's a dance going on when you're doing healing work. And so why that is a very powerful thing to understand is that I want everybody to just do one last exercise. I want everybody to close their eyes. And all I want you to do is I want you to feel this as you're saying it, inside, not with your mouth, but inside. I want you to say, connect. And you feel the energy of the source connecting to your crown and flowing all through your body. And then I want you to say, ground. And that energy goes your energy goes all the way down into the ground and hooks into the core of the earth. And then I want you to say, not with your lips, inside, balance. And you feel both energies coming into balance in your heart. Everybody feel that? That's what I call standing in the hand of God. That's the Merkaba. So everybody open their eyes. So when you're out in life and things stress you out, because you are human, you're a spiritual being having a what experience? Human experience. So we're all trying to avoid having the human experience, and people have said to me, you can heal this yourself. That's not grounded. Yes, you can. The answer is yes, you can. You can heal it yourself. However, not everybody is there. And last time I checked, none of us are Jesus. Well, maybe we were in a past life. I don't know. It doesn't really matter. The point is that you have to be grounded in this body. Okay, and I used to be one of those, you can heal it. But the truth is this is still a physical temple. That means eating McDonald's all the time just because you're speaking at churches every weekend and traveling to California and all that kind of stuff is not honoring the temple. Everybody with me on that? Okay? So these are the things that you have to understand. You have to be in balance with the earth. So if something happens with you out there and you're stressed and something happens and you literally start to go and woo all over the place, because that's when you're not grounded. You say, stop, connect, ground, and balance inside. Now you're disciplining your mind and your energy to start getting stronger. This is why you want to have things happen in your life, have triggers in your life. Now that doesn't mean you sit in things that don't work for you and torture yourself. It means you practice, because as you start working out and building muscles, you have to rip the muscles or tear the muscles in order to get stronger. So, and that also means doing things that make you healthy. So I started going to the gym 2 months ago, and this jacket was not able to do this. And so, why do I tell you those stories? Because whatever it is you need to do for yourself, there's the spiritual, and then there is the physical. And I'll leave you with that. Much love, everybody.
Ooh, thank you so much. Gave us so much to think about and to put into practice. I was just sitting there, I'm trying to remember the garbage that's going through my head, and it's like, shut up, I want to remember this. It was very good, thank you, as always. This time in our service is time for the, pardon me? Oh. It's time for the tithes and offerings. If the usher would come forward, please. I'd also like to remind our remote viewers that you too can help support the Temple's ministry by going to our website, www.tlgtemple.com, .org. I say that wrong every time, .org. And I went into it last night, and the donate button is right there at the top. You can't miss it. So anyway, thank you. We give thanks for all that we give and all that we receive. We ask that these offerings and gifts be multiplied to support the ministry at the temple for its members, its friends, and the community. And so it is. Thank you. Carolyn, the Goodfellows, take it away.
Thanks, Carolyn. So hey, if you guys look in your program, you're gonna find the lyrics to our final song. We figure we'll continue on with the patriotic theme for just a touch longer. Actually, I mean, it is still July, so why not? So if you guys see the lyrics in your program, please step right up and sing with us, if you will.
Please stand up.
Yeah, but stand up and let's have a moment together. Some vibrational therapy. Everybody get singing. All right, you ready to do this? Let's do it. God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with the light from above. From the mountains to the prairies to the oceans white with foam. God bless America, my home sweet home. Alex Garrido, everyone.
Very cool.
From the mountains to the prairies to the oceans white with foam. God bless America, my home sweet home. God bless America, my home sweet home. Happy Sunday, everyone. Don't forget to check out the YouTube video and listen for your voice. Also, don't forget, I'm sorry, Jeremy's class starts at 12:15, but in the meantime, come out, check out the book sale, check out the bookstore, find a friend, have a snack. We'll see you next week.